think our team took some steps forward today, certainly with an emphasis on running the football, which was in place all week long. I think Taysom Hill handled the offense well with what he was asked to do. Obviously in the ground game and how well that he can scramble in his mobility. We still have some work to do in the pass game. The shuffling at offensive line, I think, produced a culture change that was strong and apparent to me. And I thought it was a more cleanly played game than we've had. And it was nice to be able to play a lot of different players. And so I guess with that, I'll take whatever questions anyone has.
Who's going to be your starting quarterback next week?
Riley Nelson.
Will he be?
Hopefully. Yeah, if he's capable and ready to play, he'll be our starter.
Why didn't he go tonight?
He was hurt. Just wasn't able. And wasn't able all week and wasn't able today. And so hopefully with the extra rest and an extra time, that will be helpful. It's no guarantee, but that's my hope.
What did you like about the way Williams played?
Oh, he has this great vision. He's a really good athlete, and I think we've seen that just in the touches that he's had up to this point. He just hasn't been featured back because of Mike Elisa. Mike broke both bones in his forearm today, and so Jamal made the most of his opportunity. And then you saw Paul Lasike come in at the end, and he's been a battering ram, just beating us up and defensively as a scout running back. And it was fun to see him get in, and he has a really bright future. He's really physical as well, and David Foote did some nice things.
The evolution of Taysom, just as far as having a full game, that he was coming in as the starter, what did you think?
Progress in terms of vision, in terms of maturity, and in terms of poise. Again, he had most of the reps all week, and so that was helpful. And right now, the mobility and the short throws and not having to read the entire field is about where he is. Eventually the drop back game will catch up. That takes a little bit longer. And in most cases he was protected pretty well, I thought. And anytime you can run it, that makes it easier on offense.
Is Riley's injury one that can heal, just gradually heal? Is that why you're so confident he can play next week?
It is. I don't know the time frame though. What we do know is that if he plays like we have been playing, it won't get better, and if anything, it will get worse. And so whether 1 week will be enough for it to improve or not, we don't really know that. It might be 2 weeks, but we have been told that it will improve with rest. So that's what we're doing.
Mike Elisa went out with the injury. Were there any others, and what's the prognosis with Mike?
No others that I know of. Mike's in a sling. I just saw him in there. I don't know how long that takes to come back. But again, from my understanding, both bones were broken. And you can verify that with our trainer. But that's what I was told over the headset during the game. Early on, I think first quarter.
It looks like freshmen are you have really good depth as freshmen taking over this game, really, and Hill and Williams and Bronco Hawaii on defense. Can you just talk about that depth for the near and distant future?
Well, it's we've worked really hard and working. We still have room to grow in terms of building a depth at all positions and grooming younger players and hopefully performing even at a higher level than our current players are. And so you got a snapshot here and there of those guys tonight. But we're finding a lot of players that belong at BYU athletically and certainly that really want to be here for all the right reasons. And then I think with that, I think maybe the underlying story is just defensively, these guys just kind of keep just rolling along and playing consistently, and it's hard to score on them. And as long as they do that, even the games we dropped this year, we had a chance right to the very end, last play, and that's. I think that's the way the rest of the season could be based on the more difficult opponents that we played.
As a team, how close do you feel that you are to where you should be at this stage of the season?
Oh man, that's a great question, but difficult. After the past 2 weeks, I thought there was significant improvement, especially just in ball security and clean play and moving the football offensively and generating points. Thought we were fairly close defensively on special teams. Our punter is really doing a nice job. Wasn't happy with some of our extra points today in protection and just some of those kicks. Tonight, even though Hawaii was struggling, it was a positive thing for our program, and we needed it, especially offensively, to see some success and to evaluate some of the changes that we've made, and hopefully those will continue to show as we move forward. So kind of too early to say on that part, I would
How do you think
say.
your defense, 2 games